Beloved ones, when you come into this communion with me, the first thing that I must show you always is just what you mean to me. How beautiful and how perfect you are, how cherished and how I see your never-ending and astounding beauty. I give to you the gift of your life, brand new in this holy now moment, that you might receive fully at last. The awareness of being loved completely, unconditionally, and that you might feel in the depth of your heart, beloved ones, that you are created in perfection and joy. Your life is important beyond my ability to describe. Recognize what it means not only to be truly loved, but to receive the truth of your identity directly from your Creator. I hold you and wrap you in this tender love in a place of peace and perfection, a place of safety and continual assurance that all you need I shall always provide. You are the most exquisitely beautiful and glorious experience for me, and I celebrate your life. I celebrate your life every moment of your existence. I am awed and astounded at your perfection. I am given the most amazing gift in your presence, in your communion, in and as and with my heart. This assurance of all that you are to me is the riches of your life, the core of your being, that you might drink in this love and let it be for you the foundation of every breath, your every movement, your every extension of love. You are whole and holy love. You are sung to by all the angels who are the outpicturing of my joy in you, and who are that which holds the consciousness of the miracle that your life is. This is what I give to you continually, and I ask you to let this be always the beginning of our communion, that you might return to the truth of being cherished and might recognize, beloved ones, that nothing you have ever done, nothing that the mind creates, nothing can ever make me love you any less. For my love for you is the truth of love eternal, that never changes and never wavers, not even the tiniest increment. No matter what plays out in the dream of the mind, you are supported, held, loved, and fed, acknowledged as your perfect life and celebrated, beloved ones, by the whole of creation. It is so important that you feel this first, that you allow my love to penetrate through the veil that the ego mind has woven to keep you separate and keep you searching for love outside of yourself and the world. The source of love, its proof in the absolute experience of my unwavering, unconditional, exultant, astounded love for you, is right here as you held in my love. Even a moment when you experience this to the depth of your being and the breadth of your heart, which is always how it is when you open your heart and allow my love. One moment, and your life is returned to its wholeness, to the center, to the reality of the heart in this moment. Mind can fall away. You can relax and know that you are supported and loved. That for which you have been searching through all your lives and all your parents and every relationship you have ever had, all that the ego mind has convinced you that you must find in the world through someone or something, or through resolving all issues. None of it matters anymore. None of it really ever did, because you are home in my perfect love for you in your heart forever. So we begin our communion with this, your experience of how perfectly I love you, that gives to you the gift of the awareness that everything you have struggled for can be released as you accept this love. Once you feel how deeply I love you, how powerful the experience is of receiving your true identity directly from me, once you allow me to fill you so full with adoration, with love, with the vision of your perfection, now, when you are filled up at last from the source of life and love within you until it overflows and washes you with grace, allows you to believe you live in heaven, anchors you into the real of love, and affirms for your heart, your being and your soul that you can trust me, trust God. Now, you are ready to experience the reality of your own power. You are ready to open up your heart wide enough to contain the universe, and ready to experience the power of this love from which you spring, that is your true identity, and that gives you freedom in life and the ability to live completely free, to experience the glory of life, not only in absolute trust, but from the center of your being as the power of God. This now is the core of our communion. You sink into your center, open up your precious and eternal heart, and experience the powerful explosion of the energy of creation that is the truth of your being. It is that which fuels your life. It is that which gives you the power to create, has the pure outreach of love, and brings you the ecstasy of life rushing and pulsing through your being. Fueling from the inside outward your every movement, your every breath, your identity, your joy. It is the center of a security that can only exist as you live in your heart. Release everything until you find that you are this pulsing center of glory, that in its explosion of life is a celebration of the gift and the mystery that brings in you a resonated and cosmic breath, and the delicious experience of who you are, and offers you the source of all that is to be, which creates your experience of the entire holographic life, every bit of which is fueled by your heart. Every thread of the shimmering web of life, every gossamer extension of consciousness, every current of moving love, every aspect of all I am is registered in your heart as the center of all I am, as the vortex, the conduit, the heart of God, that which brings forth the power of perfect love and makes it fully conscious, establishes eternally the gift of giving and receiving and extending love. You are the center of everything that lives and breathes within each other, and thus you live as a love I am in the center of every life. You are ready to be fully conscious of the magnitude of your ability to be the power of love, to be the heart of God I am that feeds it all, fuels it all with the power of creation which you, beloved ones, hold in consciousness. As I have said to you and as you feel, every aspect of the life I am is fully aware, and each is held by and as a conscious being, that as the angels hold the celebration of this awakening of our conscious communion, so do you hold the conscious heart of God, the fiery explosion of power and love. You are that, beloved ones, and you are that awakening in everything, and thus the whole of life is fed by you as the heart of this magnificent creation, the awakening of God I am. You are this. When you feel this power, this life, this love, then nothing in the ego's world can hold you, can keep you from becoming fully alive, or can limit you in any way and interfere with this experience of drinking life, of blossoming God, of seeding every precious life stream, and being the conscious center of the whole. It is impossible to describe to your mind what it means to be the holographic heart of love, what it means to be conscious in communion at the center of all life, as the place where my love is extended, and where the power of life is acknowledged and expressed in new and indescribable ways. You are a hologram of perfect love. You are, as I have said, the very moment of creation. This power, this life, this fiery love can and will fuel the birth of a world that expresses the heart of God in all its glory. This is what you have chosen to accomplish, to release this dream of separation from power and love, to return to the experience of the center of all that is to be, outpictured as the explosion of life it is. Far beyond atomic energy, far beyond the imaginings of, say, your sun that blazes a fiery light in your sky each morning to symbolize the power of creation. Oh, beloved ones, this is barely a beginning of that which will reflect you the truth you are as the power and love, as the exploding heart of creation. I am dissolved in this love until you recognize the power of our unity, and I am in you, fully aware of every intersection of the heart of God's identity that now must align with the truth. Let me breathe you in, and you, your next breath, breathe me until the in-breath and the out-breath become the energy of creation, fueling your shift to the perception of your heart, to the fiery explosion of atomic love, to the essence of the energies of creation that live in you and are expressed in every movement. Can you feel this as your foundation? Can you feel how you are the source of life's movement and energy? Life and love are rushing through your heart, appearing as your heart to blaze out as great pulses of living love. They are expressed as the world through this conscious communion between the will of love, moving as your true identity, in the conscious communion with electrons and energies, waves of life, pulses of love, that do the will of love instantly, and gather to dance forth a world expressing this perfection and this power. It is important now, my precious hearts, the glorious inconsciousment of creation's love, that you feel the outflow of the power of life from the source that seeds you, and from which you spring endlessly. Radiate and radiating outward as love's extended, amplified, multiplied. You are bursting forth with life to become the world before you, to become your experience, to become the shining symbols of love's power and love's beauty, to become the opportunity to feel the interweaving of the love you are with every life, every true identity, creating a new expression of God that we have named, beloved ones, heaven on earth. But it is so far beyond this. It is life in all its glory and its richness. It is the power of creation delivered here. It is the explosion of the divinest power and love, as the expression of the apex of the union of life energies, of the masculine and the feminine, creating anew the most exquisite and luminous expression of love, of power, of beauty, without any naming by the ego mind, rather being experienced through the heart that every moment the world bursts forth again. The beauty of creation is made brand new, and you are the movement of the source in communion and as the perfection of love. To live from within, to experience all that you touch, to be every anchored into the real of God is the riches of our perfection in every aspect of His relationship, the sweet communion, the explosion of life in the beautiful song of unity that sings forth the hologram. This is the world that you step into, the world brand new before you, the world that you experience through your heart, allowing the single eye of perceiving love not only to inform you, but to give you your next opportunity to extend this indescribable communion. There is truly only God here. Oh yes, you are living in the fiery furnace, and you have such power that the mind cannot comprehend. Because the little mind is aware of this, it has created fear to keep you at its behest, to keep you away from the power of love you are. It is simply, as we've said, a misperception. One moment of believing that we are separate, that the gift of our communion could somehow push you out of the warmth of receiving your identity as its love. In that moment, or truly I should say, this one, every possibility of other than love is unfolding, the vehicle of which is your mind. So there is nothing diabolical here. There is simply the need to return to the acceptance that you are far from powerless. Your very heart can fuel the explosion of creation here and bring forth the miracle of communion, God with God, your heart with your reflection every moment, pure rejoicing, and every moment is completely clear and endlessly powerful. You have wondered, all of you, what will occur in this world as you see the current changes. You have wondered at the results of the current path of humanity. Will it overwhelm the earth's ability to support you? I say to you that the moment that you return to your true identity as the fiery heart of God, this power and this presence is the ability to fuel a new creation instantly, to bring forth a world that expresses your heart in the only time that exists, the now moment, as the pulse of creation comes forth as you. You are the fullness of its inconsciousment, and therefore that which is in your heart, that which is the window through which love flows, always reflects instantly that which your heart experiences, that which your heart believes. So, beloved ones, let us rejoice that you are powerful beyond anything you have ever imagined, that every dream of being powerless, of being human, of being at the mercy of forces in the world is only a misperceiving. It is gone the moment that you return to the full experience of God, which is all-powerful. Your heart, then, is the source of the fuel that will power the experience of sharing in a new creation. That is the expression of God, the heart as the miracle of creation. Thus every moment is astounding and must be observed as the power of creation stands in the world as you. But not you as this little beleaguered human being living in a physical body. Rather, as the coalescence of the energies of creation consciously gathering at love's behest to outpicture for you the truth of your heart, the glory of love and the miracle of our communion. This means that everything that you perceive is conscious. All of creation is constantly communicating the majesty and the miracle and the mystery of love as it bursts forth, as it bubbles up, as it manifests in the luminous expression of gathered particles of light and color. The love of the heart creates a resonance that draws the electrons magnetically to dance your heart's belief. So believe in my love for you. Oh, believe it, beloved ones, and feel it. Let it fill your every moment, fuel your dreams. Give to you the experience of being loved so wholly and perfectly that the only thing your heart cannot picture is the security and peace. Allow your heart to give to you the gift of power of creations that live in you, that fuel your life, that bring to you the ecstasy of your power as a twin flame heart of creation, power and love. Divine masculine and feminine to be danced in the world as an experience of two luminous magnetic beings interwoven in every molecule, each electron, to outpicture the double helix of God, the moment of creation. Come. Your hearts are ready. They are ready for you to feel them, to drop into the vortex of endless love and become love's power. Are you ready to be the fullness of creation? Amen.